Hello, Taurus. This is part 2 of your read. What's it called? This bitch is evil, part 2. Don't. So just to recap, we have in the heart of the situation, we have like depression, sad, like being attacked in your head by I don't know. Some people say it's your pattern to thinking, and in a way it is your fault because you are supposed to master your temple, and somehow you let this get past the goalie. Like the goalie is you, right? You're the priest of your temple, and everything that comes into your church, you're supposed to bring it into captivity and make sure that it's clean and it's holy before you allow it in. So, but this is a mistake. Every single one of us, even the most elect, make this mistake over and over again, and they catch it, and it happens. Believe me, it happens. So don't feel bad about it. And because of the person that showed up at the beginning of this read, like you know what, getting out with just this, you're actually pretty lucky, I'd say there, Taurus. The Taurus I'm pulling on anyway. What else do we have here? Oh yeah, this was all in the and we had the star, which is Aquarius, which is hope, healing, and faith, which is probably what you're doing right now. I'm hoping, and the Seven of Pentacles, which is the Lord of Success Unfulfilled. So you went out to accomplish something and you fell short, and happens to all of us say, hey, if you don't try, you don't know, right? And not to say that you're defeated, maybe it didn't work that time. Maybe you can do it again, but if it has anything to do with that person, the reverse Emperor and reverse Magician, I'm just saying, I would steer clear of that person, unless you, I don't know why. That's not even a good. Even if you were suicidal, that's not a good way to do it. Okay, I'm just saying. There's no good way to commit suicide. Okay, the suicide is like, but shit like this, staying in your head like this, and dealing with people like that can literally lead to that kind of thinking. Which I don't ever condone that. Like, I don't ever condone anything like that. There's always a way. There's always a way. Even if you have gone far down that road. I've heard of stories. It's very, very rare, though, because the person actually has to make a decision to, like, literally, like, fall down on their knees and beg, like, and if they know, I don't even know if they already knew the truth, like, knew about God and knew were a saved person and, like, knew what He did for them, and they went and did that. I don't know if there is any comeback to that, to be honest, because, like I say, people who know, like, a greater responsibility is, like, placed upon you, and I don't know in that situation. That's something I have to look more into, but I do know people who have gone far down that road, and, like, literally were, like, in, like, satanic cults and shit like that, and have success stories of coming back from it. But literally, it was God that did it. Like, they were damned souls. You know what I mean? But like all of us at one time, right? But like when you go far down that path, like there is still hope, though. I still believe that there is hope for people who are stuck in that. You really need to get to know God. Like, I mean God. I don't mean the things that you've been conjuring up, because those things are literally, they hate God because they know. At one time they were actually around God. Like, they were angels at one time, and that's the thing. They know the truth. They know what they lost. They know they lost everything, and they would like to go back, but there's no going back for them. Maybe there is for some of them. I don't know, but I highly doubt that, because they chose who to go with, and they decided to follow Lucifer off the cliff there. So. Like I say, like, I don't know. I don't really know that story. That's really, like, the full story. I don't think anybody does, because a lot of it is, like, not even in the Bible, right? So a lot of that is, like, just probably knowledge that only He knows, and those angels that were involved in that. So, but there is some stories about it in there, and that's what I go off of, right? So, and your challenge is, this is a good challenge for this. This is gaining control of your environment. Could be Cancer. This is Cancerian energy, so you could be dealing with a Cancer right now. But as gaining control of your environment, like basically wheeling the Sherman tanks in there and you know, like saying fuck that, this is my street, right? You know, like take control of your environment, because your environment, like, you need a space where you can like have your quiet little closet where you can go and touch base with the Most High, right? You need somewhere where just you and Him can, somewhere safe, and yeah, that's the main thing right now, is to get to cut these whoever that is out of your life, because. And this person, like, I'm pretty sure like, some people can be deceptive or whatever. This person can be very deceptive too, because they're, like I say, a backwards magician and a empress. Like, they could be very deceptive, but when they're both like that backwards, I'd say that they got quite the reputation. Like, they're known as a very evil person, and maybe some people are attracted to that, right? Because, like, there's a lot of people attracted to that these days, Maybe there always was, but I notice that, like, more and more, like, people are attracted to that. Like, I don't know why. Maybe they got a death wish, or they're attracted to destruction. But like I say, that's everybody has their own flavor, right? Not mine. What do we got in the Okay, no, we already did all this. In the what you're thinking about subconsciously is a King of Swords and love offer, or Lord of Love here with super happy fish. Very happy. I love him. Oh. Yeah. I'm sorry, I can't get over that fish. This guy has support. This guy could be a judge. He could be somebody in law enforcement. Maybe you're working with. He could be somebody who is maybe investigating you. Maybe you're thinking about him, or maybe somebody gave somebody the wrong idea about you, and maybe he's finding out that he's got he's upright. So his little pixies here, his fairies have pentagrams on their forehead, but they're upright pentagrams. They're not inverted pentagrams. So that just means protection. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But yeah, could be an Aquarius, or any air sign. I think he could be. But somebody who's an intellectual person, a thinker, like a deep thinker. Somebody whose strength is like intellect. Like they're very smart, like perceptive person on the ball. What do we got in the wait a sec. This one was oh no, that's it. Okay, so in the past you had the Eight of Cups, the Lord of Bandit, success. So I think that's what's saying the heart of the situation is the Lord of Success unfulfilled. So this was in the past. So let's not even go there. Let's not talk about the past. I'm thinking that maybe this witch, that maybe it says you have a history with her. So in the future, it said you had a history with her. So it might be somebody from, like, you've known for quite a while. Maybe I highly doubt it, but maybe they just recently turned this way. But I think they have a history of being like this, if you know this person. And presently you have a new love offer coming in. Or it might not be a new love offer, but it is a love offer. Hopefully it's not that person. The Lord of the Root of the Powers of Water. So this is like, this is just a love offer. Presently, somebody's coming in with some love, but I would be very careful that you're not connected to that other person. Because like I say, that person literally will send little people to check up on you and say, oh, like they like to find people's weak points. And if there's somebody they feel they can't control, it'll make them, they're narcissists, right? So it's like a game to them. As sick as that is, like, destroying your life can become a game to these people, man. Like, they really get off on shit like that. Like they get addicted to it. And I've dealt with I don't know how. I think it has to be spiritual, because I keep on getting these people literally to walk into my lives. I don't know if I'm like their karma or whatever, because it never seems to fucking work out for them. But like, I literally bump into these people like over and over and over again throughout my whole fucking life, man. Like, I'm not even kidding. And yes, in the future you have reverse nostril gel. So I don't know, maybe if you do have a full box of Kleenex, I don't know if I'd buy another one, because your nostril gel is gonna go back, because it's summertime. You don't need nostril gel in the summertime. Your body knows this, right? unless like there's something like if you do got nostril gel in the summertime and it's really hot out, like I don't know, I'd get it maybe. I don't know, maybe go see a doctor. I'm not trying to scare you or anything. It's just like, actually, I got a little bit of nostril gel right now, but you know what? Not like. I think it might be from smoking for me. You know what I mean? I gotta quit that. In the future, we got the Lord of Harmonious Change. So in the future, you're gonna be. I may be working with this new love offer, or it doesn't have to be though. You're going to be working with somebody for harmonious change. You're going to be changing maybe your relationship with somebody, maybe somebody you had a bad relationship with in the past, but maybe somebody at work, maybe you didn't see eye to eye, and now you guys come to some kind of compromise, or somebody came to a compromise or some shit like that. I wouldn't compromise with that reversed Empress reverse. Somebody like that is never good for anybody, not even themselves. Like, you'll see the people that are around them are usually around them out of fear, and they hate, like, they're just scared that, like, when somebody like that gets their claws into you. Remember how when oh no, we didn't use that thing, never mind. Yeah, you don't want somebody like that to get anything on you. They'll go, and this person is gonna keep trying. If this person wants you in their life, they're literally gonna keep on trying because a narcissist like that deep can't get over the fact that you actually walked away from them, and you did walk away from them, because it says right. Where is it? 8 of Cups, yeah. 8 of Cups in the past. You walked away from what no longer serves you of abandoned success. So, I don't think that's very success, though. Or maybe this is returning to something else. But if you haven't if that person's showing up in your life, reverse Empress and reverse Magician, I would walk away from that. And doing it nice. Try not to be an asshole about it, because, like I say, this person will take, like, if you hurt them some way, just walking away could hurt their pride. They will literally, like, have it out for you till the end of their days. You know what I mean? Believe me, I know this. Unfortunately. The 3 of Cups, which is Lord of Abundance in the future. This is like celebrating completion of a cycle. Celebrating something that you've done. So maybe just getting this person out of your life could be that. The nostril gel reverse. So you may have known somebody, like, you may have been thinking about somebody. Maybe they somehow got it into your head that, oh, remember all the good times we had? But then maybe you thought about it and you're like, you know what? Maybe we didn't have no fucking good times. You just manipulated me the whole fucking time. I knew you. You know what I mean? And if that's good, maybe it was good times for you, but it wasn't good times for me, you know? And the way you're influencing this is you basically lit a fire under your spirit team's ass, because I think that's the only reason you really got out of there. Like, in one piece, is literally because 5D help was issued down upon you, because, and if you don't know about that, I would try and touch base with them. I would pray to God or whoever you prescribe to, and give thanks for that, because and pray that they, because this person might try and come back in your life, and the only thing that's going to keep them out of your life is God. Like when God has somebody under their protection, like has what was it told? Like they puts a ring of light around you, and like literally that ring. I was told, like, I was shown it was like a ring of light that it was put over me or whatever, but like literally, like it's kind of a double-edged sword, because it draws people. Sometimes that light like irritates people and makes them want to come after you. You know what I mean? But it's almost like at that point, like anything that, like, they won't even make it to your door, and something will happen. Like just weird shit happens. Like these, just when they think that they got you, it's like literally something blows up in their face. You know what I mean? It's like I thought it was crazy at first. I was like. But like I had like a whole group of people, and then it didn't just happen once. I've had more than one group after me, and I've never even done anything to these people. It's just they don't like the light. They don't like whatever it is that God put over me as protection. They don't like it. But for some reason, it's I don't know if it's just me or if it's other people who he's done this for. Where it's like you're almost like a bug zapper. I think I call it the bug zapper. Whatever the fuck it was he did to me, because literally it's like these people like are annoyed by your light, and they come and they come and they come and they want to destroy you, and then but sooner or later you have to show them the light, and zoop, whatever, it's like they're gone, man. And it's not even anything you do. It's like there's angels around you that nobody sees, and the second that they come for you, it's like, okay, now we got him. He's you know. And I've watched this happen. Like people, and most of these people, like, I don't even know if they were. A lot of them were into witchcraft and stuff like that. So I think that maybe they were just gone, because I know one person in particular that they I know they were. I know that they had. I don't even know if there was a person in there anymore, because their voice would change and stuff like that. And it's actually kind of sad, but yeah. And that, like I know some people don't believe in that, but there is people that if I don't think it can happen unless somebody willingly allows it to happen to them. I think somebody willingly has to like invite these things into them. You know what I mean? And people actually do get that. Do that. Some people, I've heard of people even paying to have a demon put in them. Like, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with those people, but I bet you there's a lot. I'm just saying. What do we got in the hopes and fears? 1, 2, 3. What do we got in hopes and fears, Holy Spirit, for our lonely bulls? Okay. Two of Swords. Okay, so hopes and fears that you're gonna have to make a choice. You're either hoping that you have to make a choice. I don't know very many people that hope to have to make a choice because they're in a stalemate. I'm thinking that you're fearing that you're in a stalemate and you have to make a choice. And if the choice is like walking away from that person, yeah, you're gonna have to walk away from them. If you value like your soul, you're gonna have to walk away from that person. I'm sorry to say. What do we have in the whoa? What do we have in the lens you're looking through? But oh, nice. Okay. So the lens you're looking through is a Queen of Wands. You're looking at this maybe with a Queen of Wands. Your situation, maybe you're going over it with the Queen of Wands, or you're looking at a Queen of Wands, and you're looking at a tower about to go down. Maybe this person that this magician, Empress, is a Queen of Wands at this time. But remember, she can embody all 4 queens in the deck. So she could be a Queen of Wands today. She could be a Queen of Cups tomorrow. She could be a Queen of Air the next day. You know what I mean? She is a very powerful person. She just chose the wrong side. You know what I mean? She would be way more powerful if she would have chose the light, but she chose the darkness instead, right? So she's at the whim of those demons that she made pacts with. Now she's no longer in control, right? I doubt that there's even anybody home anymore. Once they get somebody like this, they usually bind. Oh, whoops! This is a tower. Once they get somebody like this, they literally bind that fucking person so bad that like literally like they're. I don't even know if they're even in there anymore. You know what? If you want to find out somebody like this, and you actually are a believer, I don't recommend anybody that's not a believer and doesn't know Jesus Christ and have a personal relationship with them, or something. I don't know the other one. I like too much about the other one, so I'm not gonna even say it. I'm just gonna say Jesus Christ, if he is the only one that I know that can literally unbind somebody like this, like somebody who's like this bound to the devil. But the lens you're looking through is that this person could have caused a tower for you, or you're causing a tower for them by walking away from them, because when this person, these type of people are not used to people walking away from them. Like I say, you literally like you got the trifecta at the fucking like I say, I think your spiritual team had something to do with this. God, or your spiritual team had something to do with this. Maybe you already had a relationship with God, and if you did, that would have saved you. But because once he's got you in his hand, he's not going to easily let you go, right? But he always does. You always do have free will, right? So some kind of tower, you're looking at some kind of tower here, whether it's yours, I think it's theirs. I think that they're losing their fucking shit that they lost you, man, because you got to remember, this person that popped out at the beginning of this read, it could be this person. It doesn't have to be, but I think that they're basically like what you call a taxi cab for demons now. So basically, like demons, their ultimate objective is to get you to come in so that they can bind you and then turn you into another fucking taxi cab for them. You know what I mean? So they can go around and fucking use you around to get more people. You know what I mean? And if you escape that, then good on you. And I'm thinking you must have had a relationship with God, or some it's something that protected you. Definitely your spirit team. Maybe you had powerful ancestors or God. But yeah, whatever you do, don't go back to that person. I wouldn't even talk to them if they call you. I wouldn't even talk to them. I would have no fucking contact with them whatsoever. Cut off all contact. And anybody that you know that is under their spell, cut off contact with them too. Wow. I guess my nostril gel's not in reverse. I'm sorry, guys. You guys are lucky. Yours is, but not mine. What do we got in the environment here for Taurus? Part 2 of That Bitch is Evil. And like I said, there's a lot of male bitches out there too. So, it could be male bitch too, right? Six of Pentacles. Okay, so giving and receiving. The Lord of Material Success. So you might be in a position to give now. Or hopefully, oh, that's another thing. If that person gives you anything, like anything, I would get rid of it. Because there could be something attached to whatever that they give you, especially if it's jewelry, like a necklace, a ring, anything like that. Like enchantments can be placed on shit like that. I'm gonna tell you a story about what I don't even know how this got caught in my contact one time, but somebody gave me some kind of, or I don't even know if somebody gave it to me. I think it must have been, I forgot who gave it to me, or I found it somewhere, but it was like a pendant that had a dog chasing its tail around it. And I was wearing it, and I remember at the time I was under probation, and there was no way I could. I was like, I had to call my lawyer by like a certain day, and I swear to you, I was like, fucking from 6 in the morning till like, it must have been like 6 at night or 8 at night, just trying to phone my fucking lawyer, man. And I swear, like I'd find a number. And then I'd lose it, and then I'd find it, and I'd lose it, I'd find it. It's like I was like literally until I smashed that fucking thing. I looked down at that thing, and I seen this dog chasing its tail, and I said, "What the fuck?" And I threw it like against the wall, and that thing like broke. And I got it out of my house. I put down that time I lived in the Holiday Towers here in Winnipeg, and I was on like the 9th or floor or some shit like that. I can't remember. I think it was higher, like 13th or 14th floor. And yeah, there was some fucked up shit that happened in that place. And yeah, I got rid of that thing, and after that it went away. But like literally the whole time I had that fucking thing, it's like whatever my objective was on my mind, I couldn't fucking accomplish it. It's like things just kept on getting in the way. It's literally like a dog chasing its fucking tail, man. So if that person gave you anything, be very, very, I'd get rid of it. I'd just get rid of it. I wouldn't even try to cleanse it. Sometimes you can cleanse shit like that by like giving it to God and asking it to cleanse. But you know what, when something's given to you like jewelry like that by somebody that evil, I would just get rid of it. Don't take a chance. Why take a chance? You know what I mean? Okay, what do we got in the outcome of this? Oh, bottom of the deck we got Dr. Death, by the way, just in case. So you're going through a transformation right now, which is good. This is the underlying energy of the whole read. Scorpionic energy. Okay, what do we got in the outcome? Oh, outcome, you got the 9 of Pentacles, so Lord of Material Gain. So your money's getting up. If your money was low, it could have been because of this person, because this person could be an energy vampire too that sucks. Like they'll try and take care, especially if you walked away from them, they would try and do this. But you know what, maybe I'm thinking that you either have a relationship with God, and God will protect you from people like this. He'll give you warning signs as soon as you meet them. I'm thinking that's what happened. Whoever this is I'm pulling on, I think you have a deep relationship with God. Maybe you were brought up that way, or maybe you just got born again sometime along your journey, you know what I mean, like I did. And yeah, because like, yeah, you know how it says the devil roams around like a lion seeking whom he can devour. I think that when he got to you, he wanted you, but he couldn't devour you because you, like I say, the angels came down and shut its mouth, right? You know what I mean? You can't chew on something if angels got your mouth. You know what I mean? So, like I say, I would definitely give thanks. What do we got? What else do we got in the outcome here for our lonely bull? Okay, Gemini. So you might be dealing with a Gemini. Or this could be a contract or a love offer. Hopefully you weren't married to this person. God forbid, oh God. But it's possible though. And if you got out of it, then, like I say, God can do anything. I never shut anything out that God can do, because he can do anything, and I know that. I know that for a fact, that he can do anything. I've seen some crazy shit in my life that there's no other explanation. There's there's no way as a coincidence. Certain things are coincidences, you know what I mean? Give me another one for outcome. 5 of Swords. Okay, so outcome is Lord of Defeat. I'm thinking this is that whoever came against you or was propositioning towards you. I don't even know if they got. You know what? I don't even know if they got into you, but they were definitely trying to get a foot in the door. And I think if they try again, this is what they're going to be met with. If they try to get in there, if you hold on to God and you pray and you say, thank you for protecting me from this, whatever the fuck that was. It's definitely somebody who has a reputation for being like a worker of dark arts, you know what I mean? Yeah, this is what they'll be met with. But likewise, this is a double-edged sword, I believe. If you go back to that person, I don't think you get a get out of jail free twice card, you know what I mean? So I would just thank God for somehow getting you out of this, and don't ever go back to that. Don't ever go back to that. I mean it. I just hope it's not like somebody that you don't have a kid with or something like that. And if it is, you're gonna have to deal with it, but then you're really gonna have to stay close to God. That's all I'm gonna say. And at the bottom of the deck, you got Transformation. That's Dr. Death right there. So you could be working with Dr. Death, and if you are, well, he'll help you out. Like he helps me out, man. Like me and him, yeah. We have I don't know. He helped me transform through some tough things. Okay, so. Yeah, he's all about transformation. That reminds me, I'm gonna do a Doctor Death read after this one too, because yeah, I wanna see how things are working out with him and his death cult. But have a good one there, Taurus.